In 2020, YouTube released Shorts trying to compete with TikTok, the short-form content behemoth owned by ByteDance. I like to take a bite and then have a little dance. For those of you who like to have a bite and then take a little dance, you know what I'm talking about. Ever since then, it has been a full-on brawl between three platforms, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, to see who could take the proverbial cake in short-form content. Not sure who would want that. You guys know my feelings on shorts. And today we're going to talk about how YouTube might just be about to win the battle with some of the things that they're releasing. But before we do, I want to show you guys some stats. Now, this is really interesting. If you guys are paying attention to any of the media, I want to show you this first. TikTok revenue over the last couple of years has generated a massive amount of money. In 2021, as you can see here, it was $3.9 billion in ad revenue. 2022, $9.9 billion. 23 projected to be $13.2 billion. And then look at what's happening in 24 and 25. $17 billion and $22 billion compared to YouTube, which in 2021, $28.8 billion, and 2022, $29.2 billion. So in other words, YouTube is feeling the squeeze that TikTok is on its heels in terms of revenue, specifically from short form content, and YouTube's trying to put the kibosh on TikTok's growth by implementing some new tools and features. Now, one thing that I want to point out here that I think that everybody acknowledges, but nobody really puts a lot of thought into. If you look at YouTube Shorts, if you spend any amount of significant time on YouTube Shorts and you're scrolling, you'll see that there are a ton of YouTube Shorts that are repurposed straight from TikTok. And you can tell that because the TikTok logo is still in the corner of those YouTube Shorts. So what is happening at YouTube is they're realizing that people are posting to TikTok first because they have different capabilities, different features, and then they're taking that content, downloading it, posting it over to Shorts. This is not okay with YouTube, because if this is the direction that things are going, that means that TikTok is always first. And if you look at some of these stats, you guys, this is what's really interesting. As of right now in 2023, YouTube has a 3.8% engagement rate, whereas TikTok has a 5.53% engagement rate. Now, what I'm not talking about right now is Reels. I think that Reels actually stands on its own. I think Reels has really worked well for Facebook, and I'm highly, highly bullish on using Reels to grow an Instagram account. I grew my Instagram account from 2,000 followers to over 20,000 followers in just a couple of months with some very strategic Reels that I placed on Instagram. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, come over there and follow me. It's I am Scott Simpson. I am, not I am. I am. I'm Scott Simpson. No P in Simpson. Man, I just made that super complicated. Anyway, you can see here that YouTube is falling short of what TikTok is doing, but you can also see the trajectories of their paths. YouTube Shorts is continuing to grow, and it's really filling the gap in engagement rates. I think another thing that's important to note is that TikTok gets on average 2 times more comments than Shorts do. And I think the reason that's the case is because if you look at the Shorts UI, there's one additional button that's in the way from people choosing to leave a comment. That's the thumbs down feature. To be 100% honest, I think that it clutters up the right-hand side of the screen, and it adds a layer of complication to just clicking that comment button. Whereas with TikTok, you have the heart button, and then you immediately have the comment button below. Now, that's just me in my experience. I've used both of the programs, and I found that I leave way more comments on TikTok than I do on YouTube. But if you think about it, it makes sense, right? When we're talking about thumbnail design, the more elements that you have on a thumbnail, the more confusing it becomes for that audience member. And the more confused somebody gets, the more that they retreat. I think that if YouTube really wanted to compete, then they would simplify what you're seeing on the right-hand side of your screen and make it a little bit more user-friendly to find that comment button so it's easier to leave those comments and leave that engagement. And the last metric that I want to talk to you guys about before I start talking about what YouTube is going to be releasing to combat TikTok further is this stat right here. On average, TikTok users post twice as many TikToks than Shorts. That's huge. That means that the platform of choice for most users is TikTok because of the simplicity and the features that are offered. So what is it that YouTube is doing about this? All right, so one of the things that YouTube is adding in order to keep YouTube Shorts free from just being the dumping ground for TikToks, they're adding a remix feature that is competitive to the duet feature on TikTok. They said creators can choose from multiple layout options to easily join in with split screen format. Just hit remix, then collab to remix an eligible short or YouTube video. The duet feature from TikTok is one of the most valuable features because it allows allows people to just simply watch other people's viral content and react to it, giving it a higher likelihood of going viral in itself. I've seen some duets outperform the original viral video because the reaction was so good. And if you guys watch Colin and Samir, they just recently released some statistic, I can't remember if it was on Twitter or if it was on YouTube, where they said that a lot of people are preferring to watch reaction videos than the original viral video or the original content. Adding duet into the framework is going to be game-changing for YouTube Shorts. And another feature that they've released is live streaming in vertical format, so people can just live stream straight from YouTube Shorts as opposed to having to go in horizontal format and live streaming like you typically would back in the olden days from YouTube. And when I say olden days, I mean just 4 years ago. I'm old. Okay, now the big question is, will all of this ultimately matter? Yes and no. YouTube combating TikTok is definitely going to strengthen their foot place in the short form content market. But the problem is YouTube is still building two separate audiences on one platform. So from the creator perspective, creators who are actively producing long form content with a very specific style, like I do on my channel, don't want to be creating shorts at the same time that is going to build a completely separate audience. We've had a number of our clients who have built massive short form audiences, and those short form audiences don't convert into long form audiences, and the long form videos suck while the short form videos perform very well. So we've actually had a lot of our clients dumping shorts onto new channels or dumping them completely because of the lack of conversion and the lack of success that they've had in building one congruent audience that wants to watch both. And you guys, I've talked about this before. I talked about it on the fall of short form video that I did a long time ago, and my opinion still hasn't changed. YouTube has not made it easy for YouTube Shorts watchers to convert into long watchers. And if you don't have a strategy for both, if you're not a good creator at short form content, but you are at long form, you are literally going to be shooting yourself in the foot trying to create both. And in order to do it well, you have to become an expert at creating short form content, as much of an expert as you are at long form content. That's meaning that you're going deep into two separate lanes that are competing with each other for attention. And I don't think that's a great idea, specifically for the business owners that I work with. I tell them all the time, don't do this. It's going to be counterproductive to growing one big giant audience on one platform. Now, if you want to go with shorts, go all in on shorts. If you want to go with longs, go all in on longs. That's my opinion. I was just at an event this last week where somebody made the comment that there are these other people out there saying go all in on shorts because shorts are growing so fast. And listen, I don't disagree that shorts can blow up a YouTube channel. I don't disagree that reels can blow up a Facebook. I've tried TikTok a couple of times, haven't had any success with it. The other platforms are doing well. I can definitively say that you can grow an audience and build a business and make millions of dollars with any content style. You just have to go all in. The reason that I'm choosing long form content is because long form content converts a lot faster and a lot easier than short form content does, simply because the audience member stays with you longer, builds that trust faster, and wants to engage with you on a more personal level. Shorts content, again, it's toilet content. You are literally sitting there swiping, trying to pass time. It does not convert at the same level that long form content does. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Watch this video right here and this video right here. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.